Do you know that in this ever-changing world, even a small mistake can bring down everything you've built? Just think about it. Every day we face thousands of things that can throw us off course, from unexpected events to harsh criticism. So, how can you avoid being swept away by those rough waves and still stand firm like a rock? You've probably heard the stories of great people like Steve Jobs or Oprah Winfrey, who faced failure, criticism, and everything that could have made them fall. But they still pressed on. But the question is, how did they maintain that strength? And can you learn this secret from a philosophy that has lasted for thousands of years? In this video, we're going to share with you 7 powerful life principles that nothing can shake, from defining a strong life purpose to turning every challenge into an opportunity. You'll discover how to apply Stoic philosophy to modern life, not just to overcome difficulties, but to become stronger each day. Watch this video to the end, and I promise you won't just learn important strategies, but you'll realize that a strong, peaceful, and successful life is not a distant dream. It's the result of making the right decisions starting right now. 1. A strong purpose. Hey, have you ever felt like you're struggling with everything? Like life just keeps testing you, from work to relationships, even yourself. And sometimes you just want to give up and quit. But pause for a second and ask yourself, if you had a clear purpose, could you stay grounded no matter what happened? Let me tell you a secret. When you have a strong purpose, nothing can make you fall. No matter how the world pushes you, you will always stand firm. Why? Because purpose is your compass, the source of strength that helps you overcome any difficulty without being swept away by small challenges out there. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "People are not disturbed by things, but by their view of things." This means that life doesn't control you, but how you respond to it does. Just look at Steve Jobs. He was fired from the very company he founded, but did that make him fall? No. It was that failure that helped him rise stronger and turn Apple into a global empire. Oprah Winfrey is the same. From a poor, abused girl, she never gave up her goal of becoming an inspiration, and now she's an icon of resilience. So, what about you? What is your purpose? Are you ready to stand firm, no matter what? Remember, in this world full of distractions, keeping a clear purpose is absolutely crucial. A simple but effective way to maintain focus is by using the Pomodoro technique. You break your tasks into 25-minute focused intervals, followed by a 5-minute break. This helps you stay alert and avoid feeling overwhelmed. Tony Robbins said, "The first step to changing your life is to define a clear purpose and commit to it." Are you ready to do that? I want you to remember one thing. Purpose is not just a reason to keep going. It's the power that helps you stand firm when everything around you seems to be falling apart. If you find this useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with those who might need to hear it. Let's live stronger together every day. 2. Become untouchable. We all know that life isn't always smooth, right? Things seem fine, but then someone annoys you, or an event makes you lose control. Oh, how do you avoid being dragged into those negative emotions? That's the question each of us needs to ask ourselves and find an answer to. What's the key? It's becoming untouchable mentally. It might sound unrealistic, right? But once you understand that you can't control the actions of others, you'll realize that the only thing you can control is your own emotions and responses. This will help you live stronger than ever. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You cannot change what you cannot control, but you can control how you respond to it." Wow, right. Just think about it. If you can control how you react to external factors, You'll no longer be affected by trivial things. Everything becomes much lighter. Let's look at the reality of modern life, especially in the United States. People are always racing against time, constantly caught up in work calls, endless emails, endless meetings. Oh my God, so much to deal with. But then you'll realize that without a system to protect your mind and emotions, you'll never maintain your calm, right? So what should you do to keep inner peace? Try practicing meditation or yoga. These are methods that many Americans, from CEOs to people working in busy industries, use to stay untouchable. Creating personal space is also very important. Yes, like Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, who always creates personal space to stay focused on the bigger priorities in life. From the smallest decisions, like not checking email after 7 p.m., to cutting unnecessary meetings, everything helps him stay focused on what matters most. Actually, you don't have to be Mark Zuckerberg to do this. You just need to create clear boundaries between work and personal life. Just remember, you can't let external factors affect your inner state. When you start building an untouchable mental space, you'll notice a big change. You'll no longer be easily distracted by things that don't matter, and you'll focus more on your bigger goals. You'll feel freer, and then you'll feel stronger than ever. So why wait, right? Let's start building a strong mental space today. And if you find these tips helpful, don't forget to like the video and share it with people you think also need to hear it. Let's do this so we can all become untouchable in this world. 3. Overcoming criticism and insults. Oh, it seemed like life was peaceful, but then a comment, a criticism from someone, makes you feel like the whole world is against you. It's hard not to care, isn't it? But did you know, every time this happens, it's actually a great opportunity for you to practice patience and develop wisdom. It may sound strange, but think about it. You can't control how others view you, but you can completely control how you respond. Criticism is an inevitable part of life. We can't avoid it, no matter who you are, what you do, or where you are. Everyone has a different perspective, and sometimes they just want to criticize, not because you're wrong, but because that's how they feel. The important thing is not to let those words harm your inner peace. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "Don't let what others do affect your peace." In fact, that's a profound reminder. Your peace is not decided by others, but by you, how you perceive things and how you respond to them. This is truly important. In today's society, especially in the digital world, facing criticism has become much more complex. Just think, a tweet, a Facebook comment, or a harsh remark on Instagram, and you can easily get sucked into a negative reaction. Oh no, too vulnerable. But it's in those moments that you need to learn to master yourself. You can learn from famous people like Elon Musk, who has faced countless criticisms and mockery on social media for years. But instead of allowing that to break his focus, he continues to pursue his grand goals. He doesn't let criticism steer him off the path he's chosen. And so can you. No matter what you do, there will always be critics. Remember Marcus Aurelius' words, "These things are not bad. They are just a part of life, and you have the right to choose how to respond." Yes, criticism can only hurt you if you let it affect you. But if you see it as a challenge for growth, it will only make you stronger. So, how can you avoid being affected? First, hold on to your belief in yourself. Remember, you can't please everyone, and you don't need to. Focus on what you're doing, on what you believe in, and don't let any criticism shake you. Because when you truly self. 4. Turn everything into lessons. Every day, we face failure, pain, and sometimes situations that make us feel like everything is falling apart. But have you ever asked yourself, can you turn these things into opportunities to learn and grow? Take a moment and think about that. Truly, every challenge can become a valuable lesson if we approach it the right way. In life, things don't go as planned, and they can confuse us or even make us feel hopeless. But don't be quick to give up, because every difficulty is an opportunity to build resilience. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "There is nothing that happens in life that cannot become an opportunity to practice virtue." Indeed, that's a powerful reminder. Failures are not the end, but opportunities for us to learn and grow. Think about it. Each time you face a challenge, can you see it as a test or as a lesson? The feelings of anger, disappointment when things don't go as expected can be a natural reaction. But instead of letting them bring you down, view them as an opportunity for you to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Challenges can only make you fall if you let them overwhelm you. But if you face them with a learning mindset, you'll find a way to overcome. And this is the moment. You need to remember something very important from the startup world, especially in Silicon Valley, where failure is not seen as a stopping point, but as a part of the journey. Top founders like Steve Jobs went through countless failures before achieving great success. But Jobs never let failure hold him back. He once said, "Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice." Truly, those failures were valuable lessons that helped him and many others find the right path. So, if you're facing difficulties, don't be afraid. Look at them through the lens of a learner, and instead of being disappointed, ask yourself, what can this teach me? When you do that, you'll realize that every challenge, no matter how painful or difficult, is an opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and gain invaluable life experience. If you find these insights helpful, don't forget to like the video and share it with those you know, because we all need a little motivation to overcome challenges. Wishing you strength, continuous learning, and growth. 5. Live with integrity. Oh no, have you ever felt shaken by criticism, scrutiny, or outside temptations? Sometimes life puts us in situations where what we do or decide can be strongly influenced by those around us. But you know what? True peace comes from something simple but incredibly powerful: living by a clear set of moral principles. As people living in this ever-changing world, maintaining honesty and integrity is not always easy. But as Marcus Aurelius said, the only thing we can control is ourselves and our actions. Truly, we can't control how others behave, but we can choose our actions. And when you do the right thing, even when no one is watching, you'll feel a sense of inner peace that nothing can shake. Think about it. If you know who you are and always act based on the principles you believe in, nothing out there can sway you. Integrity is the most powerful weapon to protect yourself from the negative influences of the outside world. When you live with integrity, you not only protect yourself, but also create a positive impact on those around you. And if you look at famous leaders in America like Bill Gates or Elon Musk, you'll see that integrity is not just an important factor in business, but also an essential part of their leadership abilities. Both have not only achieved outstanding success in the tech industry, but also contributed immensely to charitable causes. They understand that doing the right thing is the way to create a greater impact. And that's why they are admired not just for their success, but for the kindness and integrity they embody. Just like Aristotle said, virtue is a habit, a deliberate and consistent choice. Indeed, integrity is not something random. It's the habits you cultivate every day, the deliberate choices you make. And when you stay true to your values, you will never be swayed by life's storms. So, if you want a strong life, unaffected by anything outside, start by living with integrity. Choose your actions consciously, be true to yourself, and always do what's right. You'll feel the freedom and peace that only integrity can bring. Don't forget to share these thoughts with your friends so we can all build a strong and valuable life together. 6. Harmonize with nature. Oh man, have you ever felt like everything is just piling up on you? Work, relationships, endless challenges, all of it pulling you in different directions. It's tough to stay calm, right? But there's a super effective and simple way to find peace again, and that's by harmonizing with nature. You might think, that sounds a bit far-fetched, doesn't it? But let me explain. Did you know that when you take time to be outdoors, sit under the shade of a tree, breathe in the fresh air, or just watch a sunset, you can feel incredibly relieved? It's not an immediate change, but you'll notice that your mind gradually becomes more peaceful, and everything becomes much easier. One of the quotes from Epictetus that really resonates with me is, "Do not complain about what you cannot change, for everything happens naturally." What a smart way to look at life, right? When you accept that there are things in life you can't control, you'll learn not to be swept away by the storms of the outside world. You just let things unfold because nature has its way. And don't forget, by connecting with nature, you'll come to realize this truth more clearly. Now, I want you to think about the current environmental protection campaigns, especially in the United States, where the awareness to protect nature is growing stronger. We're seeing so many community initiatives, like the Green New Deal, which aims not only to protect the planet, but also help us live more sustainably. But maybe you're thinking, how can I harmonize with nature in my daily life? Simple, practical actions like reducing waste, recycling, participating in animal protection, and preserving natural ecosystems. Of course, you can start with small steps like these, and you'll notice the change in your mindset and feelings. And you know what? Henry David Thoreau, one of our famous American figures, said, "Going into nature is a way to discover yourself and the world around you." It's no accident that this quote has been passed down through generations. Truly, every time you step away from the noisy city life, you get the chance to rediscover a part of yourself that you may have forgotten. You'll realize that, sometimes, to live strong and peaceful, you don't need to fight against the world around you. You just need to return to nature, where peace is always waiting for you. 7. Live simply and unattached. Oh, have you ever felt overwhelmed by everything around you? All the material things, the demands from work, social life. Sometimes we don't even realize it, but they keep our minds in constant chaos. The truth is, sometimes all you need to do is simplify everything. How? Let me share a bit about that. Stoic philosophy always reminds us that only what is simple brings true freedom. Seneca said that, and I believe it's a profound truth. Simplicity isn't just about reducing the stuff in your house. It's also about clearing your mind, letting go of distractions, and focusing only on what truly matters. You know, when we're not attached to unnecessary things, we feel freer. No worries about things beyond our control, just focusing on ourselves and what really adds value to life. Really, isn't that easy to understand? In today's consumer society, especially in the United States, the pressure to consume can make us feel deprived or always dissatisfied with what we have. But think about this. Simplifying your life is the way to regain peace of mind. Take a look at reality. The minimalism movement is really becoming a major trend, and I think it's genuinely beneficial. Getting rid of unnecessary things helps you live a less stressful life, and you'll realize that what truly matters isn't expensive stuff or superficial things. but relationships and precious moments. Furthermore, I'm sure you've heard of the FIRE movement, financial independence, retire early, a lifestyle that helps us break free from the cycle of consumerism while still enjoying more freedom in life. People who follow this movement focus on working smart, saving, and investing to achieve financial independence early. It's a great example of living simply and letting go of material attachments. You don't need to have everything to feel happy, right? Happiness comes from sufficiency, not excess. And I also recall the famous saying from the minimalism movement, life is not about owning everything, but about appreciating what we have. Every time I hear that, I feel lighter, as if I no longer have to race against time or search for meaningless things. So, if you want to live stronger, don't forget to minimize the unnecessary things in your life and focus on what really brings value. Only when you do that will you find true peace and strength. Oh, if you find these thoughts helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue exploring the principles of simple and powerful living together.